Hello, everyone. Welcome to Covering All Bases. I am Aaron.
Tuesday. Spidey 2, wide banana. Shift left. Sorry. I was playing college football real quick. Hi, I'm TJ. That game is so addictive, not gonna lie.
I have been playing it every single day, especially the early pre-release drop.
Oh yeah,
Um, but
that came in
yes,
clutch.
NCAA has been so much fun.
Yeah, this game is the best game I've played in a long time from EA. Oh my gosh, they did their job, and I'm glad they did. It's been 11 years. They better have done a good job, you know. So this game is so fun. The stadium pulse with like if you're an away team, your routes shake, and which is another thing from when they used to have the game. But
Mhm.
there's a new level of it where it's like your quarterback is confusing the plays. Like it'll show a run play,
Mhm.
but it's actually a pass. But then it'll show a different pass instead. I'm and they actually make this game really tough, which is what I like
Yeah.
about it too. I can't stop a nosebleed on defense. It seems like against the AI, it's insane. But that's what I love about it.
Mhm. I was going to say running back and defense are the two hardest positions I played
Hmm.
so far on that game, but quarterback is always a lot of fun to play.
Yeah,
Um,
it's been fun. I'm enjoying it.
mhm. Yeah, the NCAA, I'm gonna just go off and start off with that point. NCAA did drop. It's been a record seller since. There was like I think 500,000 people in the first 24 hours of it releasing for the early release for the deluxe edition. If anyone bought it, it's a video game for anyone that doesn't know about any NCAA games, of course. It is there was 2.8 million players that played during the 4 day stretch of the pre-order period,
Oh my god.
which equated to about 165 million to 220 million dollars in game sales. The current player count is unknown at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get a player count here pretty. Everything they've done with that game has been perfect. There's
Tackling's a
just a
little
couple
weird.
tweaks.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a couple tweaks they need to do with some offensive line animations and
yeah,
AI behavior, but
yeah. And of course,
it's
EA
gonna make sense.
Sports doesn't know how to work their servers. Their servers dropped within the first 10 seconds of it dropping, so players couldn't even play for like another hour after it got released for the early release. But
Hmm.
can't have everything go right.
No,
But other than
that's
that,
just
this
how it
game has
goes.
been very fun. Like I'm
Mhm.
enjoying it very much, and I'm going to continue playing it probably every day for a
Yeah,
good while. It's going to
and
be my
like
new go-to game.
I was hearing as well, after people were complaining about there wasn't many jersey selections, they're going to be continuing to drop exclusive content within the year.
Oh, I didn't hear
So
about
they
that.
probably will actually be dropping some jerseys.
Nice.
So for everyone that
That.
wants to see the Badger gear, especially the City Edition ones that they had that one game from last
Oh
year,
yeah. I'm.
they'll probably be releasing those very
Yeah.
shortly.
I'm all for jerseys. I've been playing with Oregon a couple times. Boise State. Like I love how they still have the blue field for Boise State.
Yes.
Um, I had a Road to Glory character for a little bit. My freshman year, I was on Stanford, and I didn't realize how clean their jerseys looked until this game. I was
Yep.
like, they're all black unis. I could not stop wearing them. Oh my, they're
Mhm.
just like so crisp on the game. It's
Yeah.
just like, I want to stay here, but I want to be a Badger too. But
I've been seeing a couple things too with people downloading some player-made teams,
mhm.
like the one I personally did with the Waterboy team, which was Central Louisiana. And then I've also seen the Blue Mountain, I think it was the
Oh, Blue
TV
Mountain
show.
State. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
that was another one I saw. So that's a lot of fun to see.
Hmm.
There's still people dropping a bunch of content for football teams and movies and everything. And even you can also play with the players that you make. So you can play with the actual Boise or the Blue Mountain State players and the Water Boy, of course. But yeah, it has been a fun couple last few days,
Oh yeah.
especially on NCAA. So let's veer back from our nerd topic.
Yeah. If we weren't nerdy enough about
Um,
sports, but that's okay.
All right. So, Brewers.
Yes.
Today, last few days have been a really good couple games for
Yeah.
us. We're on a 3-game win streak so far. We were at the Natties game for the pre-All-Star break. Me and TJ were.
Yep.
Um, Really amazing game. We were behind home plate. Um, what else do you got to say about it?
That was probably one of the best games I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually my bachelor party. Newsflash: I'm getting married in a month, so
Yep.
I thought, what better way to celebrate with the people I love than with the team I love? And
Mm-hmm.
it was 8 of us. We all sat behind home plate. My brother flew in from New Jersey for the game. It was fun. We saw 3 home runs. Garrett Mitchell homered, which was really cool. I instantly turned to Aaron. I was like, yeah, I
I
was just
was,
so happy.
oh
His
my
first homer
God.
of the year. It was just Contreras hit a homer. Who else hit? Adames, right? Yeah, Adames went 4 for
Yes,
4
Willie
that
did.
game. Two singles, a double, and a homer, and a walk too. That was that to me. That is exactly what we needed to go into the All Star break. Um, and it seems to be working. We just
Mm-hmm.
we took care of the Twins today and yesterday. Scored 8 runs in both games. We have now hit 34 hits in the last 3 games, which is
Yes.
insane. What our offense was struggling before that, and
Yeah.
we're looking like the first half of the first half Brewers again, which is
Yep.
I love. I Starting pitching is looking okay. Like it's not great. We'll probably address it at the trade deadline, but
Yep.
this team's looking good. I love it. I know we're only like five ahead of St. Louis, which is scary,
Yep.
but I've got some faith in this team.
Yeah. And yeah, our pitching is not doing the best, but it's they're doing the best that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially with some injuries going on still and everything like that. But yeah, so today, um, in what people are calling AmFam West, which I've been seeing a lot,
Makes sense.
because there was 60% Brewer fans at the stadium yesterday. Um, but anyways, today, Eric Haas, holy,
Yeah, he's looking good.
2 home runs today.
He's looking good, man.
Oh my, I have to make the case for Eric Haas being the second behind Contreras at the catching position.
Yes, all for sure. There's
And to,
it's no question.
no, and to either ship Gary off or somehow make a different change in the lineup, like Eric Haas at first base, which I don't know if you were talking about that in the group chat or if that was someone else. We have our own little sports group chat for everyone else
Of
to
course we do.
give some context.
Yeah.
But um, either move Eric Haas to first base and somehow keep Gary, or just all together ship him off for some,
You could
especially.
just ship Gary and Jake Bowers to the moon. I'll be fine with that too.
Yes.
So
Then maybe Elvis Figueroa, but
yeah, yeah,
that's hot take.
yeah.
So Eric Haas has been doing amazing. Like I said, past 21 ABs, he's averaging a 4.29 average, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, a 1.312 OPS,
Wow.
0.455 on base percentage, an 8.57 slug. He has been performing so well.
Yeah.
I When I saw him for us in the spring training, um, I knew he was going to be amazing. He did just about the same performance that he's doing right now, and then when they sent him down to the minor leagues and had Gary just be out, right, our second catcher, that kind of saddened me. I was really hoping to see Haas,
Yeah.
and now that Haas gets this chance with Gary unfortunately being injured,
Not
um,
unfortunately. It's okay.
I don't wish injury on
Yeah,
anyone,
I
but
know, but
Haas, it was a good thing for him.
yeah.
He kind of needed this to actually show a team that he can still be in that second position for catcher.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping that we keep him and we do not let him go because Hossif's looking amazing so far.
I doubt they would be stupid to do that. It cannot be another Josh Hader incident. You know,
No.
we're in the race for first in the division. We're training one of our best players, and that can't happen again.
Yeah.
Cannot happen again. I'm not ready for it.
And another big player from today, Churio.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. He has been one that has been outright shining amongst this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday he had I think a RBI or two RBIs. And then today he dropped three RBIs off I think two or three hits as well,
Including a homer.
with a home run.
Yep.
Yes. So the past 30 games he's been averaging 314, with a 3.72 on base percentage. He's averaging 480 slugging, 32 hits, three home runs, 18 RBIs, 10 walks with 20 Ks. But he's got 55 walks and 103 at bats.
Wow.
So he has been wheeling and dealing. He's starting to look like he's getting his confidence back, especially yesterday with his diving catch to end the game.
Yep.
He's looking great. I love his performances now with actually diving for baseballs. Um, Churio's looking amazing. Love it.
Yeah. It's been nice. Uh, I he's everything I want him to be. To be honest, like
Hmm.
I remember when we drafted him. What 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Yeah, I was about to say it's been a
And I
couple
was
of
like,
years.
usually I don't pay attention to prospects like that, but I was like, I kept looking at him and like, this kid's got some talent, bro. Like,
Hmm.
he could be the next big thing. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be a superstar quite yet. Like, he's definitely making an all-star team within the next 2 or 3 years,
Yeah,
maybe even next year. Like at this rate, he's looking good.
yeah, and um, especially with the big contract we gave him, I was a little skeptical at first, but I knew he had a lot of talent going into being brought up for the first time in his career, and he has not let us down.
No.
I mean, he had a little slow start, a little slow mid performance,
Mm-hmm.
and then now he's starting to really kind of lead off that horse and get out there and show what he's got. And that is the biggest thing I have seen from this kid is he doesn't shy away from actually trying to shine.
No. No. I love it.
Um, but then so All Star break happened, of course. We went into it with a win finally. We had a really bad couple of stretches of games and series beforehand, losing two to the Natties before finally winning the last one. Um, during the All Star break, we had the home run derby. So Teoscar Hernandez won that in a close race against Bobby Witt. Really was hoping for Bobby to win it,
Yeah, I wanted him
but
to.
I mean he put up a good fight. And kudos to Teoscar Hernandez. Did not expect him to win that home run derby with the talent that was in that.
No.
But he outperformed. He did great. The AL won against the NL. So it
Shocking.
looks like they're going to start their win streak again.
Yeah.
With Jaron Duran as the MVP. Um, Red Sox outfielder.
Woohoo.
Yep. I
I
mean, he looked dominant,
Yeah,
but
if he wasn't a Red Sox, he'd probably be my favorite player right now. He's a baller. I'm not gonna lie. I just
yeah.
it's hard for me to root for him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Was about to say again, that's another guy I wouldn't have expected to win the MVP out of that whole lineups, although both those lineups. But he did amazing. I mean, he hit that home run to pull away and get the lead, and then he had a couple hits as well. Um, the only sad part was Yelich and Contreras didn't get a single hit in the two at bats they had, but they looked like they were having fun. It was kind of a nice game to kind of wind down and just play ball and just have fun with some guys.
Yeah.
So, especially having that break we needed,
Hmm.
that was a big thing to have. But hopefully we can, especially after the past two games, hopefully this is kind of us finally getting back into our groove again, starting out from the first half, like you just said. Um, and especially because I think second half Freddie is here. He
He
is
could.
here.
Yeah, he could.
I'm hoping to God it's not another thing where I'm saying that from like 3 weeks ago, where it's like, oh, Freddie's back, and then he gives up 5 runs the next game.
Exactly.
But he pitched the first game against the Twins. He had 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits, 0 runs. He only had 2 walks and 8 Ks total.
Yeah.
So definitely a better performance compared to the last couple games he's had. Trade deadline is looming. I think it's July 30th, I want to say.
Yes. Yes.
Um, some positions we should probably look at upgrading is the pitching staff,
Oh, for sure.
especially the bullpen has been looking a little, um, I think, just tired.
Yeah.
They were tired before going into the All-Star break. I think they got a good break now, but with Trevor McGill from today, he gave up a home run and then almost another home run. Thank God to that deck that was there. But our bullpen's looking a little bit rough right now. We should probably look into a backup third baseman as well, and or a first baseman, especially when we have Jake Bauers behind him. Um, One of the rumored players in the trade would be Flattery from the Detroit Tigers in the pitching staff.
Okay, I would take it.
I would not mind him at all. We just need one of those really reliable pitchers to go in and actually get the job done.
Yeah. No way we're
Um,
getting a Scoble, so next spring, I
no,
guess.
oh man, if we could get Scoball,
Yeah.
oh, we'd be a good team.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We have Uribe is officially had his surgery and he'll be out for the season.
That's tough.
Um,
That's tough.
I believe he had surgery on his knee. But it looks like he is not coming back till spring training next year. But I am hoping for him to be better than what he was this last year. He was a really big asset in the bullpen and great mentality, especially from that Rays game that I saw. Um,
Oh yeah.
Started a little scuffle, but
Yeah.
you know. But anyways, Dallas Keuchel was DFA'd. No one else picked him up or anything like that, so he's still sitting down in Nashville. Which I mean, we only wasted $1 on him, so not
Money well
bad.
spent, I
But
guess.
I yes, I think he didn't do bad, but he didn't do what we needed him to do.
No. Too many home runs.
Um,
Too many home runs.
like I think we just need to give him a little longer. I think we need to keep him down in Nashville, give him like 6, 7 games to start pitching and go deep into those games and then just kind of get that command back and then kind of bring him up one more time, give him a final chance. If he doesn't do anything and just all right, just cut him from there.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, we had $1, we gave him $1 for him, so it's not like we'll be wasting anything off of him.
Right.
But I just think he needs one more chance.
Yeah.
Vinny Capra was optioned to Nashville as well. Devin Williams is still in rehab, and this past performance, he struck out the side on I think 14 pitches it was. And he should be back very, very soon, actually, which is going to be a great need in
I
that
can't wait.
bullpen.
I can't wait to see him back.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Seeing that screwball is gonna hit like crack when he gets out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But and again, Sanchez is still in his rehab assignment as well. So those are just some of the guys that are still kind of down there and getting back to the lineup. But today the Brewers beat the Twins, of course, 8-7, and they moved to a 57-42 record now, getting close to that 60 mark. They're up 5 games, like you said, on the Cardinals. I think we're 10 games up on the Cubs right now as well. Still,
Good.
Savali had a really, really bad outing today. 4.1 innings with 4 hits, 5 runs, and 5 earned runs.
He's lucky
Uh,
that that first batter was thrown out at third. Oh my god!
yes,
I saw that hit. I was like, oh god, it's gonna be one of those games, isn't it?
which
But we
sucks
got the
because
help out.
I didn't see the first half of the game because I didn't know where the hell it was.
Oh yeah, Roku. Yeah, for
Yeah, I
some
figured out
reason
it was on
Roku is the
Roku, and
channel
I
now
was
for it.
like, and then I think MLB TV I heard was also what it was
Yeah,
on,
that.
but
Yeah, I was surprised we were actually able to watch that since we're in our it's in our region. Usually it's blacked out, but I
yeah.
was like, all right, I'll watch some of the Brewer game for once. You know?
I know it. We had it downloaded on our TV, and Roku was like free, I guess.
Hmm,
With like I think you just needed to implement your Direct TV or whatever you had for the channel, but we got to watch it. Like I think it was like I think seventh inning till ninth. I think I watched, but yeah, I don't understand why they keep doing that with the Roku and all these other different streaming platforms.
it's getting ridiculous.
It is because we're just trying to watch our damn sports.
Yep, I know. It's bad.
Um, but he did have four strikeouts. He gave up two of those hits were home runs as well. So,
Both of them
um,
the Buxton, right? Didn't he homer
what's that?
twice? Did Buxton homer twice
Yeah,
today? Yeah.
yeah. Buxton did homer twice today. Um, I mean it's Buxton,
Yeah.
but we'll see if he's healthy by the end of the season too. I know he's having problems with his injuries a lot. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Savali had a really bad outing. I mean, I hope he goes back to his first game performance, but it's not looking very good with him.
No.
That's all I got right now for the Brewers so far. So passing on to you.
Yeah. So the Yankees are still the Yankees, I guess. All
Yeah.
Star break didn't really change anything. So we did win the last two games. The last series against Baltimore was a little bit nicer. We did take 2 out of 3, which should have been third, like a clean sweep. But Alex Verdugo doesn't know how to freaking field, I guess, anymore, and he gave up 2 runs on a bloop for Baltimore to win the game for the last during the last game of the before the All Star break. We did win the game after the All Star break on Friday, 6-1, and we looked good. I'm not gonna lie. Soto was contributing. Judge contributed again, obviously. But then we got basically shut out. It was a basically like a give me run in the ninth inning on Saturday. We lost 8-1, and then today we lost again, basically the same way. Uh, Judge did have a homer, like a 3-run homer in the seventh, I believe it was, which gave us a little bit of a pep in our step, but it wasn't enough. We lost 6-4. This team's just I don't know what the heck's going on with them. Like I don't get their mentality. I was watching the game for a little bit today, and I believe it was the second inning. There was bases loaded. Soto comes up to the plate. It's he works the three like he's worked the first 3 pitches as a ball. Decides to swing 3-0, grounds into a double play, and ends the inning. I don't understand why you're swinging there. You've got Aaron Judge behind you. It's a 1-run game already. Take the run because you know he's going to walk. You have the most walks at age 25 more than anybody. You know, I
Yeah.
don't understand why he's swinging 3-0, and they've been bouncing into so many double plays this year. It's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure we lead the league in that, and it's just I don't get it. Like we start like our bats don't wake up until like the sixth inning usually, and that's by then it's too late when we're trying to like if it's like a comeback game, you know. Like I mean, some of the games we've been like uh, coast to coast wins, but most of the games lately have been just coming back too late, and it's driving me up the wall. It's not fun. This is not the
No.
Yankees, man. We're
No.
so we're not winning another series, which I'm not shocked. We've only won one series out of like the last 10. It feels like when surprisingly it was Baltimore, but they've been struggling too. I think they lost again today too. Um,
Jeez.
yeah, our starting pitching has been rough. Besides Cole, to be honest, Nestor Cortez looked awful on Saturday. So far in this series, we've given up 9 home runs to Tampa Bay. One of them was to a guy who was hitting, let's see, .91, .091,
Oh my.
and only had 1 home run in the season. He has a 361 OPS, and yeah, we walked the batter before him with 2 outs, and that guy Taylor Walls is hitting 170 right now.
Jeez.
I mean, both these players haven't had that many at bats. They've only had like
No.
88 and 81 respectively, but
Yeah.
you still can't give up homers to them.
No.
Like it was a one-run game before Austin Jackson hits his homer, and I turned the game off after that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, nope, I'm done. This game is over. This game is so over. If we're
That's
giving up a
like
homer
the
to a guy hitting .091, which I could probably hit better than
that's
that,
bad.
that's terrible.
That's
It's
bad.
ridiculous. I mean,
That's like the
I know it's
that's
Yankee
like
Stadium and anybody can hit a homer there, but still,
that's true.
Nestor has been lights out at home this year,
Yeah.
and All Star break just didn't do anything for him. I guess he looked terrible. He didn't have any command on his pitches. He was just I don't know what to do with this team anymore. I really don't. Like I'm just I'm done with them. Well, no, I'm not done. I'm not going to go that far, but we need to wake up. Like
Well, yeah.
we still have tomorrow to finish out the series with Tampa Bay, but I would not be surprised if we lose tomorrow. It's not looking good again. We're down to 59 and 42. We are 2 games back behind Baltimore, but the bright side is we are 3.5 up on the wild card, so we do have sole possession of first place right now, which is nice. I believe the Twins are second, um, so we still have a playoff spot like locked in as of now. But at this rate, I don't even know if we're going to make the playoffs. You know, if the Twins can catch fire and we can keep being a dumpster fire, it's not good. One thing I do like is that we already benched DJ LeMahieu. He's only played in 39 games and he's had a 177 average right now.
Yeah.
He's not hitting the ball in the air at all. He's basically an older Sal Frelick. Just hits ground balls all the time, and it's just he just doesn't look good. I,
No.
I, I watched one of his bats last night, and he swung at ball four like it was clear as day. Ball four. I think there was a guy on first or something like that. I don't remember what the situation was, but he was just like, you know what, I'm going to swing and just screw it. Just swing at it, strike out. I don't care. And so we finally benched him for a while. Well, we'll see how long his bench lasts. I wouldn't be surprised if we sent him down, but
Mm.
it the only reason we still have him is because that big contract that we gave him a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and just wish we would get. I love DJ when he came here. Like he was my favorite Yankee for a little bit, behind Didi Gregorius for a while. But I think we just need to like let him be for a little bit. Just send him down to AAA. I don't care if it's however long it is. He needs to find his groove back. This whole team needs to find his groove back. It's insane how poorly we're like batters like honestly 4 through 9 have been this year.
Yeah.
Our cleanup hitters have ranked almost last in every stat you can, like on base percentage, slugging percentage. It's bad.
Yeah.
We don't have a consistent lead off or cleanup or 9 hole. It's bad. It's just a dumpster fire right now. The, they definitely need to address starting pitching at the trade deadline. I
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of tired of Cortez. He's had a terrible year. He's 4-8 right now. He's got a high ERA. Like Stroman's like very hit and miss too. Like he didn't have a terrible game today, Stroman, but he did give up 2 solo home runs, which didn't really help us, obviously. Which put a lot of confidence back into Tampa Bay. But it's just I would love a big name hitter too, as well.
Yeah.
Like to solidify like behind first base, behind Ben Rice. I still love Ben Rice with all my heart. Like he's been contributing a lot, which is nice. So I think he'll be fine. I I don't know who we would trade right now, but I would like to see Rizzo and Torres go. To be honest,
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I love Anthony Rizzo right now, but I think he's got to go. Like he's still hurt right now, but I think this team is better without him. To be honest, in my opinion, it's like he's past his prime. If this was like 6 years ago, I would have said like, yes, you got to stay. Like we're gonna give you $100 million.
Yeah.
Like it's not the Cubs Rizzo, which is
No.
unfortunate, very unfortunate. But
I mean, you guys could trade Rizzo to the Cubs for a certain player at first base
yeah, maybe.
and give the Cubs a little reunion almost.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. And I think I heard Pete Alonso's been in the rumors too for trades. So a couple of guys you guys
Yeah,
could probably pick up. But again, it's always the who do you give up for it?
yeah.
And
I don't want to give up Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez.
no.
That's the only two untouchables I think we have. I don't mind giving up Peraza or anybody like that. Like we don't play them anyway, so
Mhm.
we brought him up one game and sent him right back down. So it it's not looking good. So we'll see. But in other New York news, the Knicks went 3-2 in summer league this summer. My steal of the draft, Tyler Kolek, he looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He played three of those games. First game he played 32 minutes, 21 points, 8 assists on 6 of 14 shooting, three of 5 from the 3 point line, which is pretty nice as your first. Like I know it's not professional yet, but
No.
it's professional level talent. So which I'll take. It's more than me.
Yeah.
And he did have the game winner during that game against the Kings. He drove in for a layup and earned an and one and hit the free throw to win the game, which was I was honestly love his intensity. He just looks like he wants to just beat you and just go, which I love. I love his intensity. Um, he did drop off in points his next two games. He played 31 minutes in game two against, I believe, it was Detroit. He only scored 8, but he did have 7 assists. And he had an amazing pass to the
Yeah.
corner. I think it was the guy's name was like Austin Jackson or something like that. I can't remember what his name was. But Kolek driving to the lane, basically does 360s, sees the guys in the corner, just passes it out to him. The guy nails a three. It was like very crisp basketball, and I love to see that. And I cannot wait to see that at the Garden.
Yeah.
This team's gonna be fun to watch with him. Very fun.
I mean, you always gotta love seeing a Wisconsin guy
Yeah.
just outperform in the summer league.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, it gives me kind of flashbacks to white chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but the Bucks, they were in the headlines this past week for a certain someone. Gary Trent Jr. is a Buck now. They signed him. Um, he averaged 13.7, 2.6, 1.7 assists on 42.6% shooting, with a 39.3% three-point percentage. And he's going to basically replace Malik Beasley at the shooting guard spot for us.
I like.
Um, I am in love with them picking him up. I didn't even think we'd have the money to get someone else. Gary Trent was a perfect fit. I'm just hoping he blends well with our lineup, and I hope that Doc Rivers kind of gets this offense and our defense rolling back, especially after that just scrambled team that was last year. Um, AJ Johnson moving to the summer league, the Bucks first rounder, was looking pretty promising actually. He had 11.2 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, and 2.8 assists on 22 minutes, with a 32.3% field goal percentage. Um, and some of the highlights I was watching as well, it looked like he seemed very comfortable. He almost reminded me of Beauchamp. Um, and I mean, he looked pretty good. Compared to what his on paper stats looked like with the Australian Basketball League, um, he seemed like he's still any regular basketball player, honestly, in the NBA. So
All right.
I'm hoping that he can kind of blend with our offense as well. I'm hoping he can kind of shine. Um, but so far, so good. Tyler Smith, as well, our second rounder, had 9 points per game with 7 rebounds, 1.4 assists, a block on 21.9 minutes, with a 40.4% field goal percentage in the summer league. So he's looking pretty good. I believe he was listed as our center for the summer league, which makes sense for him being 6'11".
Yeah.
Um, but he looks like he's going to be pretty good too. Not as good points wise, but that rebounding and blocks looked great. I'm wondering if they're going to put him behind center behind Brook, and kind of have him as a fill in. Um, and then we move on to Beauchamp, who averaged 12.5 points per game, 6.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists, half a block, 1.8 steals, which was good to see, on 27.3 minutes a game on a 32.7% field goal. So hasn't been it's been pretty good on the field goal, but some of the highlights I was watching from Beauchamp, he still looked like the same Beauchamp I've seen the past couple years. Um, Nothing too crazy. So questions I have seen arise from the fan base is asking if we should trade him. That would be, I mean, if he doesn't perform as good as he should be, this before the trade deadline this coming season, and if he hasn't been, you know, doing better than he has been since we drafted him, then it should be in the question whether we should really keep trying to make him our project or just ship him off to some other team to deal with. And it break me because I loved Beauchamp when he was drafted by us.
Mm-hmm.
Showed that emotion when he was drafted. I love the guy. I love the way he plays. I love the energy he brings to the team. And I really wish we would play him more because that was the biggest part of last season, which I hated from the coaching staff, was benching him and putting all the other rookies in. Um, but I'm just hoping he can play well and start to shine on our team. Um,
I'll take him with New York. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
just like Brogdon, I'm going to support him no matter where the hell he goes. Um, but I mean, he'd be a good addition to your team.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Another guy that was really hot was Ajax. I forgot to get his stats down. It's very hard to find these stats. I had to
Yeah.
look
I
through
had to.
like four. I had to look through like four websites just to get an accurate
Mm-hmm.
summer league stat. Um, but Ajax had a really, really amazing, like he always does with his freaking hustle. He had a really amazing putback dunk. It was all over Bleacher Report. Um, that's the one thing I love about Ajax is how much he hustles and just doesn't matter who's under the rim or where the ball is. He just chases and goes and gets
Mm-hmm.
the defensive stop or the offensive rebound or the putback jam. Um, so that was amazing to see him do in the summer league. But he does have a fractured finger. I recently saw from a report. So he's going through surgery. I can't remember if I saw that he'll be back by the time the season starts, but that is the one thing to kind of take a look at and just kind of watch. But I'm hoping Ajax just does the same thing he does. The rest of the guys on the team looked really good. There was one guy I didn't recognize the name, but he dropped like 27 points or something last game. I I couldn't name the name off the top of my head, but you do a quick Google search and you can find him easily.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for that.
All right. Wow.
I just need to go through the Packers real quick.
Blooper reel.
So, big news headline here: Kenny Clark was re-signed for a 3-year for a $64 million extension. Um, So big move. I'm happy to see him back. He's been a very, very, very underrated player on our team, especially in Madden. I hate that they give him low ratings every damn year, but amazing player. Um, and there was a podcast, I believe, with Gudigansk, and where he were talking about how the J Love re-signing and they're going through everything like that, which they still haven't agreed on that extension, but things have been reportedly positive in talks, and they're still ongoing, of course. Jordan Love seemingly not worried, and just kind of avoiding the media right now. But um, he was saying that once they need to get Jordan Love first, then they'll talk about the Kenny Clark re-signing. So that's a little bit of an eyebrow raiser there. But other than that, I have some other news, unfortunately, with Jacoby Jones. He passed at 40 years old in his sleep I think a week ago.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yes, it was Sunday.
Yeah,
Um,
that was
Bit of
devastating. I'm not
sad
gonna lie.
news. Yeah. I remember him, remember his name. He was a big Ravens guy, I believe.
Hmm.
That
I'll never
sucks to
forget
see.
his return in Super Bowl 43. Is it?
No.
I'm not sorry. What was that Super Bowl? I can't remember against the 49ers. But
Oh God, the last time the Ravens were in the Super Bowl.
oh man, I sorry if I'm blanking on the name, but you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
against 49ers, he took the opening kickoff for the second half back for a touchdown. I'm like, Ravens are winning this game. So
Hmm.
uh, it's rest in peace. Our condolences to his family. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
such a tragedy. I was not expecting to hear that news that day, and
No.
it sucks, man.
There have been
But
quite a few big names that have passed too.
yes, and that the rookie draft pick from Minnesota died the other day
Yes.
recently, and I
That's awful.
oh I know it's been rough. It's
I've
been rough.
seen some social media posts about it, and it's from some Packer fans that are disgusting. Um, but other than that, it's just it really sucks seeing players like that pass away and everything like that.
Hmm.
It's awful. Um,
Yeah,
but back into some more positive and everything like that. Shaquille Barrett retired after his 8-year stint in the NFL as well. Um, Big name, good guy.
yeah,
Um, then Romeo Dubes or Dobbs, however the hell you want to say it. He was at the Mallards game this past week giving out autographs. He also threw out the first pitch for both the Brewer game and the Mallards game. And he was giving out autographs, which I was able to get. I went to the Mallards game, got his jersey. Just wanted to show this off.
nice,
Got his signature.
nice.
So I'm going to be looking into getting another one hung up here shortly. Um, but yes, Jordan Love. I'm hoping to see him get re-signed here soon. That's about all I have for Packer news. Other than that, um, we'll be reporting, of course, our next time we do our podcast next week, if he gets signed and all the other news and everything like that. So
Yeah,
take it away.
yeah. Like Aaron said, hope you guys enjoyed our episode. Sorry for the little unannounced break we had. It's just
Yeah.
last Sunday just didn't work out with our schedule, and it was kind of nice to have a little break, our own
Yeah.
little all-star break, if you will.
Yep.
But we should be back for every Sunday for a while. I know in August it was going to be a little rough. I get married at the end of it, so
Yeah.
our schedule might be a little different coming up in the next month or so. But we're still having fun with this. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do. If you guys want to play us in college football, we will drop our gamer text down in the description of this video, and we will play anybody that we want. So
I have
you,
PlayStation. He has Xbox.
yep,
So
yep, yep. So y'all can get the smoke if you want, but you guys will probably put 40 points on me, but I will put up 48.
I
So
I'm not. I've never been good at football.
yeah. So anyway, back to that point. I'm gonna go. finish off my dynasty with Badgers and make them win the college football championship. So
I'm gonna go down there. So.